Hi, I'm Cassie Cruz, and welcome to this edition of Voices. The purpose of Voices is to give people in a situation or circumstance an opportunity to express their opinion. The topics and people are limitless. This show focuses on the homeless. Today, homeless is a kinder, gentler, more politically correct description of yesterday's bum, vagrant, or hobo. We see homeless people every day, panhandling, standing on street corners with signs, lying on the sidewalks, park benches, and doorways. Are they just lazy or simply victims of a thoughtless system? I was extremely curious to find out just who are they? Where did they come from? How did they become this way? And can they find a way back into society? When you give your spare change, are you actually helping them or hurting them? The purpose of this next half hour is to examine this very disturbing human condition and to hear what the homeless themselves have to say about it.
I'm not homeless. Venice is my home. I'm houseless. You know what I mean? I don't have a place to lay down except in the sand.
I sleep where it's not a lot of people have.
On the streets, in a room, on the streets. I've been on the streets a little more than I have been in the room.
Right now, I'm sleeping in a storage bin, or I was anyway. The lady got mad because there were some other people that kept coming around and kept messing up the place, so she kind of kicked everybody out. And now I'm just here or there, you know, wherever I can. Like I said, some nights I go in, you know, if I can make the money, I'll go in.
In an alley.
In an alley?
Yeah.
Like...
I mean, that's what you do now. You sleep out here. You know, you don't have anywhere to stay, so you pick a spot you feel safe.
No, I'd stay out of the alleys. I sleep, like, on a lit street, on doorsteps of businesses. That's what the police say to do. That's the safest. They recommend because a lot of people can see you and it's a lot safer, and be near a phone. Just in case if something happens, you can dial 911.
If they think it's better, I stay outside for a while, for my health maybe.
Anywhere we can, any spot we can find.
I might sleep up on the bridge one night. Next night I might sleep in the alley. But I try to sleep somewhere where I'm safe and I'm comfortable.
What I really want is people to understand that, you know, we're not a bunch of thieves out here like they think we are. You know, they think we're nothing but thieves and lowlifes. You know, we're human beings too. You know, we got feelings too, and I don't like being put down because I don't have a home and I'd be told off. You know, get off my property, bum, be cussed at and everything else. You know, I'm a human being, just like they are. I'm no different from them. You know, I bleed the same color. You know, and I don't understand their attitudes. You know, I think they're in worse shape than I am.
We're not bad people trying to be good people. We're sick people trying to get well.
Some of them are rude, some are polite. Most of them are not rude intentionally. And
I don't disrespect anybody, you know, but I don't want to see somebody walk by and go, ooh, a homeless person, you know. And come on, they grab their child's hand. Come on, get away from them, you know. You know, it's like a disease. It hurts you, man. It hurts you. It hurts me.
You know, when your stomach is empty and it's hurting, you're going to do anything you can to eat. And like I say, God bless the missions. The LA Mission is right down the street there on 3rd and 6th. And we've got the Midnight Mission over here on, what is this, LA Street.
Most of the people right now are in garbage cans and in dumpsters and stuff like that, because what they've done is cut down the assistance for the people to get food and stuff. Everybody used to go to like 2 or 3 places. Now you have to register to go eat, and they're only taking 50 people a day. There's 5,000 homeless here in this city alone, city of Santa Monica. What do you do with the other 4,500?
The people that look down on us, if they were ever get in this predicament, they'll know. And it's not an easy predicament to be in. None. You know, anytime you're not guaranteed that you're going to be here tomorrow. You're either going to be in jail tomorrow. You know, physical abuse, mental abuse all the time. You know, you dehydrate out here in the sun because there's nowhere really to just kick it and get out of it. It's rough. And it's nothing, you know, nothing can be done about it until you get some kind of work and get off the streets. And while you're on the streets, it's tough, believe me.
It's trying to keep from living this way. It's trying to stay honest, you know, and not turn into a vicious animal like a lot of people do out here when they come out here. Yeah. It's hard, though, you know.
Keep your head up, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is hard. Not that I know.
Yeah. It really is, though. You know, it's like a, people say from day to day, it's like hour to hour, really, you know. It's not from day-to-day basis anymore. It's like from 1 hour to the next hour. You got to try and figure out what you're gonna do, or where you're gonna sleep at, what you're gonna eat. If you're gonna have clean clothes on the day, or you're gonna have dirty clothes on. You know, it's basically, it's a bad situation. And people don't really care. They don't. You know, but then again, you don't need nobody. If you're a grown man, you don't want nobody to care for you. You're supposed to care for yourself. You know? You don't get mad because somebody else don't give you nothing, because they don't have to give you anything. That's why you should work for it.
Some of them tell me, why don't you get a job? I say if I could get a job, I would have had one by now.
I want to know what you used to do for a living.
Just general telephone for 25 years.
For how long?
25.
You were an operator. What kind of stuff did you do at General Telephone?
Just an operator, director in long distance.
I like maintenance. I used to work for the city of Lancaster. And I got pregnant and I got laid off. And so I didn't have no one to take care of my daughter, you know, so I had to quit. And then after that, I got in trouble, went to prison. And so I had to give my little girl up. And I've been on the streets ever since.
I was a roofer.
Paint houses for 21 years. I drove a Metro bus for 6.
I was working in a hospital. I was doing housekeeping, and I was working at a plant that was making tortillas, meaning salmon rays.
Oh, I do just practically anything, really. This is not all I do. I rake yards and everything else, you know. Basically, things other people don't want to do.
I'm a veteran. Ever since Reagan cut all my benefits, I've been living on the street for the last 5 years now, almost solid.
5 years on the street. How's that?
It's not pleasant. Been stabbed twice, shot at a few times. It's not fun out here. A lot of people think we're lazy when we're just bums. We can't get work because we don't have addresses, no phone numbers. Can't hire you. You're not responsible. You don't even have a place to live.
You ask somebody for a quarter, you know they say to you, get a job.
Get a job.
And I say, well, give me one.
Give me a job.
That's what we do, is we provide people resources to work. If you need a phone, we have that. If you need bus fare, we give you that. If you need clothing, we give you that. If you need resume, we give you that. If you need haircuts, we give you that. Any excuse that you can come up with for not working, we can solve that if it's a resource.
You know, I'm just getting a door slammed in my face. You know, I go to agencies for help, and just because I'm white, I'm the last on the list.
But this is not a giveaway program. It's very much of an exchange. You have to commit. You have to be willing. You have to be motivated. You have to want to work. And then we will give you the resources. We will teach you how to find a job. We will provide those things that are necessary to get a job. That doesn't say we'll get you a job, but we will show you how to get a job.
Yeah, just walk around and panhandle and somehow sort to get you something. And it's hard to get anything from anybody, you know.
What do you do? What do you do? Do you ask people for money?
Mm-hmm, for something to eat.
What do people say to you? What do they
Most of them saying no. And then get a job, you know, like if I could, I would. I wish I could get a job.
Let's talk about that a little bit. What's going on with that?
Well, see, I done been to the penitentiary myself, and it's kind of hard for ex-cons to get jobs. And that's how we end up. I lost everything I had by going to prison.
I work for the state of California. I'm a parole agent. We estimate that the amount of homeless people that we have, the amount of homeless parolees, they're over 3,000 here in the city of Los Angeles alone. They don't want to be in Skid Row anymore, so they utilize our resources. They utilize, like I said, the literacy lab. you know, Jobs Plus, EDD, and they stick to it. And some of those individuals are employed and have their own residence now. If parents would do a better job in bringing up their children while they're still children, and teach them responsibilities, teach them to be responsible, and of course be a good example for their kids, I think we would have a different society. Once they are adults and reach a certain age, it's hard for them to change. I'm not saying that they won't change. We do have cases that they do change, and when that happens, believe me, I'm rejoicing because it's rare. It's rare.
Basically, I tell them, don't give me nothing. I say, well, if they try to give me some chances, don't make no lazy man out of me. Let me clean your windshield for you. Let me do this for you, you know. Basically, that's my motto. Don't make a lazy man out of me. Just don't give it to me free.
Because I'm a heck of a worker, and I'm dedicated to my work. If I get a chance, boy, I work. I'm a good worker. I like to work. And that's all I ever done all my life.
If you can stand up and look a person in their eye and ask them, I'm quite sure you can work. And I don't mind working at all.
Absolutely. I mean, I worked this morning. Supposedly I got a job, you know. He's gonna meet me here at 7-Eleven between 7 and 8 Monday morning, and then he says he's got a whole bunch of work, so, I mean, you gotta play it by ear, though. I mean, promises are promises, you know what I mean? Actions is what counts.
All I want to do is, I need a job. That's all I want, you know, and start all over again. Just some kind of help. That's all I need.
I feel all right being out on the street.
How do you get your money?
I told you I go around, ask, and give food.
You can't take a bath anywhere, and most people won't even let you go into the restrooms unless you come to a park or something, you know. And that's how you use the bathroom.
Because that goes to show again, because the homeless situation is so bad here. You put your name on the shower list, it takes you a whole day to get a shower.
There aren't any places around town, around the malls. They don't have water even in the public facilities.
The only place around here to take a shower in Venice is St. Joseph's Center. You go down one day, you sign a list. They got different times, right? You put your name on a certain time, and then the next day is when you take a shower.
The LA Mission will let the women go in and use the bathrooms. You got sinks and stuff there. They got a women's center on the other side that you get up at about 6:30 in the morning, 7. They can go in there and shower and clean up, and they will give you a set of clothes and shoes and all that. So that's helpful. That's the LA Mission there. And the midnight, they pretty much deal with men's.
We need places to stay. You know, when it rains down here, we have to duck under cover in somebody's doorway, and then, you know, they're going to call the police. Hey, there's a vagrant in my doorway, you know, and a homeless person in my doorway.
The last apartment I was in, the people were abusive with cocaine. I don't know. Smoke, I guess.
And it was better to not be around that, huh?
Yeah, for sure.
Did that scare you?
Well, slightly. For other people that were using it, it made me kind of ill, though. The fumes from it, I guess.
But that's what, keeping each other company, you know, and it's better than being by yourself, because you can get killed. I used to sleep on Sunset in front of the church, and right next to me, a man got stabbed, you know.
Wow.
You have to take that chance.
How'd that make you feel?
It scares you, you know, but have no choice.
What did you do after that?
There's nothing I could do.
Did you move after that, or did you stay?
No, I still had to sleep there in front of the church because there was a lot of other people, and I felt more comfortable with a lot of people than sleeping somewhere by myself.
It does get chilly out here at night. I don't even have a jacket. Somebody stole my bag. But the way I look at it, hey, if they were cold, you know, they're welcome to that jacket and whatever clothes I had in there, and some music, you know. Maybe they can sing it and make a few bucks. You know, they're welcome to it.
Sometimes I wish I could go to jail, you know, so I can get warm and go to sleep and get some food, you know.
My grandfather, he always told me, he said, you know, whatever you do in life, you know, the main thing is always have a roof over the top of your head, and that's true. Somewhere you can call home, and this certainly is not home.
If you got a job and you got a home, you should feel very lucky in this country here. Because there's a lot of people today that's got a home and a job. They won't have it tomorrow. And they'll be right here where I'm at.
I talked to my mother in about a year and a half. I talked to my dad in 5, 6 years, I guess.
Oh yeah. Do they know that you're not that you don't have a place to live, or you're not really telling them?
No, my dad, I wouldn't tell him anyways, and my mother, out of respect for her health, because she's got diabetes and that, I wouldn't tell her because I wouldn't want her to worry.
We never have socialized like a family. A family, like they talk about problems and different things that's going on.
Well, you need to have one good friend out here.
To tell you the truth, friends ain't no good. Not in this situation here. You don't need no friends. You know, you can have associates, you know? But to be with a lot of people, nah, you don't do that.
This is what Norma's all about. But everybody say come home and don't worry, be happy.
And look at us now.
This is a kiss from a man to a man.
I want to know, why did I kill all those people at 17 years old?
Because we had to, man. It was either that or do or die.
Yep. I killed a lot of
what the
people
sergeant say?
at 17
What the
years
sergeant
old.
say? It's either you or them.
Damn.
When the babies walked up, it says, don't search your babies, start shooting them.
Kill them.
Because if we didn't, they had bombs on them, man.
People in this country are not honest with each other. They are not. That's why this country no longer belongs to the United States peoples. You know, it no longer belongs to us no more.
It's keeping me going, just praying about it and knowing that I'm going to get back to them and pull my family back together. Their father was a good provider, you know, and set an example. We have 5 boys, and look at the boys. Now that their father's gone, they just, you know, they're caught up into the world. And they're doing the things of the world and the gangs and stuff, you know, and too many kids are dying through that already.
I think we're afraid to love each other. Don't know how. Some of us know how to love, and some of us are afraid of it. If I love you, I must want something from you. No, I just love you. You understand what I'm saying?
So give the people a chance and not look at them because they're homeless as something less than human. Give them a chance to, you know, do something with themselves, because all those people did not come from being homeless. Most of those people came from good families and stuff like that. Something happened along the line that didn't click, and this is where they ended up at. Give them a chance to stand up. Everybody can't pull themselves up by them bootstraps, so therefore they may need a little help. If you have to stand behind them and hold them up yourself, hold them up.
Would you like a pair of shoes?
Oh, yeah, thank you.
How does that make you feel?
Yeah, that makes me feel all right.
Yeah, we know some good, solid women on the street, and it's sad, I think, that women have to be on the street. Worse than the men.
They're loners, real to themselves. They've been hurt some way, and they just don't like talking to anybody. You know.
Many of them are like that.
They're scared, I would imagine.
Some are battered women, some have been raped, molested. These are serious cases. And as we were talking, I just seen 2 walk by separately. They won't even get near talking to people. They talk to no one. You know, these are terrible cases.
How does that make you feel?
Not good. They shouldn't be out here, and our government shouldn't let no woman be on the street.
Start saving the money and using it for our country first. And then after you take care of the people here and get them adequate housing, jobs, because once you start adequate housing, you got jobs automatically. Give the people a chance to purchase. In other words, give them the rent with the option to buy. If a person can buy, they won't tear it up, they won't destroy it, because it's theirs, you know. They're buying this thing instead of just renting it out. If you rent, you still will never own it. Give these people a chance to do something with themselves. Let them build houses. There's carpenters, electricians, everything else out here, you know. I've even known doctors and physicians that are out here on the street and stuff like that. And give them a chance to do something, you know, instead of just saying, well, here, we'll feed you a drop in the bucket, or we'll give you the trickle-down effect, and then we'll see what happens there. Just going around, running around in a circle like a rat in a maze, and that's bad business.
Well, they're building all these places. I've been asking around all these new hotels they're putting up. They say, this is what they say on the streets, that they're putting them up and building them for GR, for the homeless. But I don't know for sure. But if it is, that is the perfect solution. You know, get them off the streets, put them in there. I mean, take the GR check and pay for their month's rent. If they don't want to stay in there, then you're not losing no money. You're not giving them the money to go put them on drugs, you know, or to blow it, or drink it up. You know, you're paying their rent. It's for them to stay in there or not. You know what I'm saying? That way you're not losing no money, but you're actually giving them a home.
What are my dreams? Eventually go back to work, get remarried again, raise a family. You know, I'm still young enough. No, I'm not going to give up.
To be happy.
What does that mean to you? What is it to be happy?
What is it? To have a nice, well, laughter, friends, and do and be at ease about yourself.
I hope everything goes well for everybody. And eventually the problem of Earth is resolved.
I'm just hoping that the work starts to come.
My dream is getting up out of here and getting me a house. Maybe going back home to my kids.
Where's that at?
Jacksonville, Florida. That's basically my dream. Anything else I can do without.
Well, besides the obvious, like world peace, you know, and all this, I'd just like to see everybody have a warm, dry place to sleep. You know what I mean? My personal dream, I'd love nothing better than to be able to sit out here and play my music all day.
Having me a home and my little girl and a car and just trying to make something out of myself.
I would just love to get a little place off the street and do something I enjoy doing.
I love my husband. His name is Moses McWilliam in Canyon City Correctional. I love you. I want us to all get back together and be a family. And I hope that everybody that's looking at this film and looking at these people that's on the streets, hey, open your heart.
My dream is to be president, really.
To be president?
And what would you do if you were president?
Give it to the people.
Give what to the people?
The freedom and liberty that they really deserve.
During this last half hour, we've seen and heard what the homeless have to say about their own condition. The majority of them are dysfunctional. Most of the homeless come from a weak or non-existent family unit. Current government programs contribute to their lack of initiative and self-reliance, such as general relief checks, issued once a month for a little over $200. Like welfare, these checks are a simple, short-term solution to a complex and long-term problem. The more children these families have, the more money the government will supply. What kind of message is this system sending? How can the mentally ill who live on the streets benefit from this type of program? These funds can go to more effective programs that tackle homelessness at its roots, primarily the breakdown of the family unit. We can create a workable housing situation where they could work for a place to live. We can encourage self-reliance and responsibility, not government handouts which destroy self-esteem and personal initiative. Homelessness is not an isolated condition. Rather, it's symptomatic of our society's broader miscalculations. Combating homelessness is a complex task. Simple solutions will not work. Handing out money will not work. However, re-examining our values will. Strengthening our family units will. Encouraging and rewarding individual responsibility will. And restructuring our government programs will. Homelessness is a problem that has surfaced after years of denial, ignorance, and neglect. Now is the time to end the notion that it will disappear on its own without the involvement of everyone on one level or another. We must all realize that homelessness is a condition, if left unattended, will eventually reduce the quality of life for us all. Collectively, it is a battle we can win. I'm Cassie Cruz. Thank you for watching.
And whatever we're doing, we better do it quickly. He said, I was hungry and you didn't feed me. I was outdoors and you didn't invite me to come in. And he said, I was sick and you didn't come to see about me. So we must get about our Father's business. It's late, but it's not too late. God bless you.